السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين. نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. أما بعد. Now today we will discuss a very important topic, one of the most important concepts that we really need to look into, and this is about the food temperaments, Mizaaj. And the word Mizaaj is not new to us because the Quran mentions it in several places, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Insan, وَيُسْقَوْنَ فِيهَا كَأْسًا كَانَ مِزَاجُهَا زَنْجَبِيلًا. And the people of Jannah, the people of paradise, will be given a drink whose Mizaaj, the mixture, will actually be from what we call zanjabila. Zanjabila is actually ginger, and it's a kind of a spice and also a herb that is really beneficial as far as health issues are concerned. Now, the word Mizaaj is defined as the a quality that is actually exhibited by the mutual interaction of the qualities residing in the elements found in the primary matter. And in this case, the primary matter could be something like any type of a food or any kind of a fruit, something like that. And they are basically four elements as far as Tib is concerned. There is what we call the solid part of it, which is referred to as earth, and also the liquid part of it, which is also referred as water, and the gaseous part of it, which is also referred to as air. And the fourth one is actually that energetic part of it, which is actually referred to as fire. And all these four elements make up that primary matter. Now, when I'm talking about the primary matter and the building blocks of the primary matter, the building blocks are supposed to be the elements in this case. The elements are supposed to be the building blocks of the primary matter. They are what make the primary matter to be what it is. For example, if we are talking about any kind of a food material like a date, a fruit by the name of a date, right? A fruit by the name of a grape. Grapes, we have fresh grapes and we also have what we call dry grapes. Now, how do you get dry grapes? How do you obtain dry dates? It is by actually allowing the dates or the grapes to dry in the sun so that you have all the water evaporating, drawn out of that food material. And that is the water content. It has its temperament. And as far as the whole issue is concerned, we will come to realize that these elements have their temperaments. The elements have their temperaments. The earth part of it is the solid part of that food material. It will be crushed inside your body in the process of digestion, metabolism, and the final metabolic processes will actually result into things like so many biochemical processes, and you will start feeling that you want to give out some gas. That is the gaseous part of it, which will also be referred to as air. And we also have that energy that is obtained from that food material by the burning of the oxygen that you breathe in, and you finally get the energy that is actually supposed to give you the strength to perform your daily activities. That is the fire part of it. Now, all these elements, the four elements, that is the solid part of it, which is the earth, the water, and also which is also the liquid part of it, and the air, which is the gaseous part of it, and also the fire, which is the energetic part of it. All these four elements have their different types of temperaments. And that is why we came to actually define the temperament as the quality that is exhibited by the mutual interaction of the water, the earth part of it,
and also the air part of it, and also the fire part of it. Because all these four elements have different temperaments. The interaction of these four different temperaments will give a final temperament that will be predominant and will be identified to be the temperament of that particular type of a food. We will come to the mathematics of the temperaments. And the temperaments are actually what are referred to as, or the temperament of a food is actually referred to as the Mizaaj, and the word has been mentioned in the Quran, and that is our main topic today. Now we will mention the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where Aisha radhiyallahu anha says, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يأكل البطيخ بالرطب فيقول نكسر حر هذا ببرد هذا وبرد هذا بحر هذا. That Aisha radhiyallahu anha said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would actually combine dates with watermelon, and then he would say, the heat of the dates of this one neutralizes the coolness of the watermelon, and the coolness of the watermelon neutralizes the heat of the dates. So you can actually come to visualize how temperaments are important.
Yeah, surely the importance of temperaments in food selection is something that you can never run away from, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has actually revealed it to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is why he taught us how to eat dates and how to balance the temperaments. In another hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abdullah bin Ja'far says that I saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يأكل القثاء بالرطب. That I saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam eating cucumber with fresh dates. So as we have seen in the first hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha, dates are hot, watermelon is cold. You know, watermelon is something that's cold. The temperaments are different, hot and cold. Again here we have dates which are also hot, the same dates. And cucumbers, they're cold. The water content in cucumber is so high to the extent that that water makes the cucumber to be having what we call the cold temperament. So you can see how important it is to balance the temperaments. Because if you don't balance the temperaments, as we shall come to see later on, you are actually bound to have so many health problems. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ thought this as a very important factor to consider in selection of food and how to combine foods. Bismillahi tabarak wa ta'ala. We'll come to learn about the other things about temperaments and how many types of temperaments we have. We have 9 temperaments. We shall come to learn about all these 9 temperaments.